Okay, Okay, hello everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great day today. Okay. Okay, let me just post this on Twitter. Here we go. Okay, we are live right now. Hello everyone. Hey everyone. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing good, Raccoon. How are you, man? Hello, how long? Hey, man. Venge, if you need to sell anything, just invite me. I can help you out. Hello, happy Sunday, everyone. How do you like this update? It's okay. I like this update better than San Andreas Mercenaries, though. My birthday is in 4 hours. I will be 25 of age. Happy birthday, SSR William. Everyone wish William a happy early birthday.
Oh, shit. Christ almighty.
Can you help me sell my business? Sure, if you're in the session, I can help you out. Okay. Hey, Casey. First time catching you live in years, man. Had to hop back on GTA. Hello, Streaks. How are you, man? Yeah, a lot of people have asked me to play Condemned. I will play it. I just don't know when. Maybe I could do that for Halloween. That would be a good one, maybe, to do for Halloween. No, I didn't hear that General's alert. I'll play the GTA 6 story the second the game comes out. I'm doing good. Okay, I can't look at it right now, Orion, but I can look at it later. Would I do Canon Lynch 2 with Xbox viewers? Sure. I could probably do something like that. Hello, Tamisha. How are you?
Okay, you've been allocated marshal.
YouTube says it's your birthday. Is that true? It's not my birthday. It's my channel's birthday was November 28th. So, like, I know that. It was, like, my channel was created in, 2015, November 28, but it's not my birthday. Hello, Own Titan. Hello, Dragon Lady. It sucks that I can't play GTA 5 on PC because a Rockstar launcher would have to use the exact email as Steam, which I forgot about the Rockstar password and two-step verification for years. Oh, that sucks, Sleep Punch, man. But I will tell you though is that the only thing you're really missing out on PC on GTA is probably like the role-playing servers, maybe that. But PC on the regular GTA Online PCs typically a disaster. There's so many hackers. But I've always preferred PS5 version of GTA way better. But hopefully when GTA 6 comes out, you're able to play it. Left 4 Dead? Yeah, I want to do a playthrough of Left 4 Dead 2. I would probably cosplay as Bill. That's probably who I would cosplay as. Hi, Yara. What are you doing after multiple businesses by players? I don't know. We might do one of the new Agents of Sabotage heists again. Somebody's already over there. Nice outfit, thank you. So yeah, so I wanted to create kind of like a cosplay for this playthrough, and I was thinking like, what do I do for Agents of Sabotage? And I was kind of looking at the artwork and how they're like dressed in like bandanas. So I was like, I kind of like to do this one here. Do I think GTA 6 will be woke or politically correct? No. I can't really picture that. What I will say about GTA 6 is GTA 6 is probably not going to be as dark as like GTA 4. So like, you know how dark GTA 4 was? It's probably not going to be that dark. But I don't think it's going to be politically correct either. GTA 5 is this action comedy. Kind of. Yeah, you're kind of right on that. There we go, done. Yeah, please don't argue in the chat, guys. Am I accepting friend requests at this moment? I usually, on every stream, I usually add 2 random people. So I try to do that, to be fair. But, if you want a friend request, Imperium, I could add you. But I just cannot add everyone because my friends list is only limited to 2,000 people. But I try to do, like, I try to add 2 people every stream, usually, to be fair. Do I think Don Salieri would appear in Mafia 4 The Old Country? Does anybody know what year Mafia The Old Country takes place? But What I will say about it is Enzo might actually end up being Salieri when he was younger. That's also a possibility in that. And the reason I say that is because they share the exact same first name, so it's Enzo Salieri, Enzo Fervarna. It could have been that that he could have changed his last name. That's also a possibility. That's also something they could have done. Because a lot of gangsters, actually, when they came to America, they changed their last names. So that's also a possibility. A lot of people aren't thinking about that he could be Salieri, just the last name changed. Imperium, you can't send me a friend request. I have to send you a friend request. What's your PSN? And thank you, Ecstasy YouTube. This DLC is quite empty. I do wish there was more. Yeah, I wish there was more to it too, but we'll be doing a charity stream on Christmas Eve, probably San Andreas 100%. Okay, Imperium, Need for Speed games? Maybe. I always like the Burnout games more, honestly. Ennio Salieri, not Enzo. Oh, his name is Ennio, not Enzo? Okay. But still, he still could have changed his name. That's also a possibility, too. Oh, thank you, Boombox Guru. I've seen the new AC-130, yes. That's coming to GT Online. I've seen videos on it. I play on console, so there's I can't really make a video on it now, but when it comes out when it comes out, I'll definitely do a review on it. What's the best solo business? Probably Nightclub, because Nightclub and Acid Lab, they're always one vehicle. And you can sell it all on your own. Christmas stream this year, Pro, on Christmas Eve. I don't do Christmas streams, I do streams on Christmas Eve. But we'll do a charity stream on Christmas Eve. Thank you, Random Fist, for the super chat. Yeah, in 2 weeks it's gonna be 2025. Yep. No, I haven't 9, but I do know the game. Do you think this is the last GTA update before GTA 6? No. There's still gonna be a summer DLC. If this was the final DLC, Rockstar would have said so. If you do play Half-Life 1, I recommend you playing the OG Steam version. Do not play the source version. That version is buggy and unoptimized. Original Steam version. Okay, I will keep that in mind, General's Alert. Thank you for the super chat. No, I don't have the Nico outfit in GT Online. Love the new Yakuza video. Thank you, dude. Yeah, and I'm having fun with the game. I'm enjoying the game. I hope we get a decently sized final GTA update. I hope it's not like some nonsense.
Okay, invoicing.
I will think of something to do, Mo Place. I'll try to find, like, a scammer that I can annoy again and piss them off. The problem with most scammers that I encounter are usually through texting. It's through WhatsApp or Skype. And the thing is, they never want to get into a phone call. And it's always the best when you get them into a phone call because you really annoy them. But most of the texting scammers never want to get into a phone call.
You're bikers, right? Because the buyer wants the product biked into the back.
Well, I've seen scam ads before. I've seen the I've seen GTA 6 fake ads on. I look like Death's head. Wait, what? Yes, I'll do a Black Ops 2 playthrough in 2025. I didn't really see the Game Awards. The only thing I really watched was Mafia. That was the only thing I really paid attention to. Mafia is gonna be chapter-based, a new one. It's not gonna be open, it's not gonna be, it's gonna keep forcing you into missions. What have they done for Dying Light? That's a new story expansion, right? Thank you, Zumfected Gaming. Somebody's viewing about Red Dead Redemption 3. Okay. I never had a TikTok. I've never used TikTok. There's a TikTok account that was called The Professional that had, like, thousands of followers, like, years ago, and people thought that that was me, but that wasn't. I've never had a TikTok.
Oh! Give me a break. Shithead! Heist alive!
Not really. I've never really done a setup tour. Hey, Reese, yeah, I'll probably wear some Christmas thing, for the stream, Christine Wyatt.
That's a successful sale. The funds are transferring. Long John out.
Ever deal with a family member being evicted? No. used to say that you hope that in GTA 6, you can keep your character in money, and how would that even work? The graphics are different, and having all your money seems boring. Here's my position on that. When it comes to GTA 6, I don't care about my money, so I actually would probably like to start over again, so I at least start making money in GTA 6. But I want to keep my, I want to keep my rank. So, like, my rank, that's rank 1405, I want to keep my rank in GTA 6. So the money, I could start at 0, but I'd like to keep my rank.
We gonna make this set.
Hey, Mizor, how are you, man? It's gonna be linear like Mafia 1 and 2. I don't know how to feel about that. Because I want, like, activities to do in the countryside. Like, I want stuff to be able to do outside of the main story. Would I like a Jack Marston Mafia game? Sure. Where he goes to, like, Chicago in the 1920s. I think something like that could be cool, yeah. You look like a chill man. Well, thank you. Everyone, get ready to, use Lester, because we're going to, this is a police ambush.
Hi. What service are you looking for?
Next lore video, I'll try to have it up for this weekend. Play World at War on Veteran. Oh, that would be a nightmare. Oh, what the?
No.
Great.
No, sorry. That's not gonna work.
I'm gonna play World at War on Veteran. Don't worry, dude. Just not the moment right now, but I'll do it.
My friend? Okay. Leave it with creepy Uncle Lester.
What I'm probably gonna do when I do my World at War Veteran video, though, is I'm probably gonna, like, I'm probably gonna do it co-op. That's probably what I'll do. And, like, everyone's going down at once. Like, we'll probably do co-op on that. But, yeah, Veteran on World at War is not fun, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. I just finished, watching the first part of Yakuza, and I have to say, I really enjoyed, watching for the first time ever, especially when you're doing the, playthrough. Can't wait for part 2. Thank you, Aria, Akiva. Thank you for the super chat, and I'm gonna have the next part of Yakuza tomorrow. My favorite business? In this game? Probably the MC businesses. Yeah, I would probably start with the first one, Golden Stripe. Saints Row Gat to Hell, I think that's the final DLC before the reboot came out, but yeah. It was such a disaster. At what point do you think Saints Row went downhill? Saints Row 3. Saints Row 3 started going downhill. They got away from the gangsters and started doing all the goofy stuff. I guarantee you a third season of Vinland Saga better. Well, is it actually gonna happen, though? Thank you, GJ. Can someone please tell me how to fast travel in the factory? I'll show you right now, Goose. What do you think about the media blaming, Among Us regarding the Luigi murder? What? The video game Among Us? What? 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 You gotta explain that a little bit more to me. Okay, I'm gonna show him how to fast travel right now. Hold tight. Toxic, I will rejoin your MC in a little bit, but I want to show the... I want to show him how to, I want to show him how to fast travel, because... Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a zombies video, not really a stream, but more of a zombies video, I'm actually gonna do a video on the fast travel. It's gonna be part of my top 10 tips and tricks video. But... sure, Mark. The New Jersey drone situation, I don't, like... The thing about this is, if you want to know what I think about the New Jersey drones, I don't know where the New Jersey drones are coming from, if they're like a foreign country or, you know, what's going on. But I will say this is the United States government spends so much money protecting other countries' borders and other countries' airspace, but can't even protect its own airspace. Do you remember the thing with the Chinese spy balloon? The same thing happened. That was just, the fact that it took that long to do something about it. Okay, wait, wrong one here. One was spotted in Miami, oh my god. They should shoot down one of those drones and try to figure out where it's coming from. Okay, hang on. So you basically go into this, the basement here. And when you're in the basement, you go to this door here, this blue door. And now you just choose the location you want to fast travel to. Like the truck stop. And here we are, the truck stop. These fast travel points don't appear on the map, but if you memorize where they are, you can use them. Not really. I love video games, so I'm never gonna see myself stop playing video games. I think I'm gonna make this my #1 tip on the for my top 10 tips and tricks videos for this DLC. I think I'm gonna use the fast travel as the #1 tip because a lot of people don't know still about the fast travel. The drones are small commercial drones. Well, still, it's, I still think that the United States government, the government should try to, like, safely take one of those drones down. Like, safely. So it doesn't, like, hit, you know, it doesn't fall on people or properties or anything like that, but safely take down one of those drones and then figure out, like, where it's coming from exactly. Yakuza Dead Souls, I did hear about that one, yep. They can't even get close to the drones, to take them down? Well then, you know, what kind of budget... You know, what is the government spending so much money on, then? The drones are a defense system being calibrated at military bases. I saw them being tested at Marine Corps bases 29 Palms and Fort Irwin in the Mojave back in 2019. These systems are nothing new. Well, why are they just flying around New Jersey, then? Why are they... Well, thank you for the super chat, but why are they, like, around New Jersey? Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but it's just... Yeah, that's, Thank you for the super chat and Don, at least explaining that a little bit amateur. But I'm... What's the purpose of even flying this around right now? Okay, Okay, Toxic is full. Does anybody need help? Just send me an invite if you need help with anything. They fly all night, and there's like the size of a small car, and there's no batteries out there that can do that, huh? I'm honestly fine with Rockstar milking GTA Online, but I wish it would at least release new stuff each time, and not just... I want a final heist in GTA Online. Like, I want a final heist on this game. It's time for the YouTube Awards for 2024. I award you the best content you make yearly. Congrats on being the best. Looking forward to Mercenaries and Homefront. Thank you, Phoenix. New Jersey government incompetence. Thanks a lot, Phil Murphy. Thank you, QC. Are you from New Jersey? I think the best Valve game of all time is Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a video on Lester's emails, Axis. I like the new Arma game, but it's really difficult to learn. It's not an easy game to play. It's very difficult to learn. Okay, Zach. Yeah, it was my first time playing a Yakuza game, so I'm playing on normal. Yeah, a lot of country. The Swedish and the Ottomans also invaded Poland. Gunner. Pretty much every single European country that surrounds Poland has invaded at one point. I want to do a video on the Russian Mafia and GTA San Andreas and kind of explaining their role in the story. Have I ever traveled outside the US? In 2010 to Poland last time. Okay, who's CEO am I in right here? The pink one. You're in a business right now? Just sell your business. I'm in a helicopter. Wherever you are, I'll just fly over there really quickly. Oh, you're in the weed business. Okay, I'm coming over there. Would love a Left 4 Dead 3. Oh, I would too. Thank you, Love, for the super chat. It's going to happen soon, Pat. Kadokawa plans to merge with Sony. Their CEO is bad. He wants to censor anime. When Sony owns them, they will own a studio. Thank you, Phoenix. But wait, I'm a little confused. Censor anime? Wait, why would he want to do that?
We on?
Okay, I can pick up one person here. Whoa, what just happened, Alvanor? Please in the New York City accent. Hey, how you doing? I played this DLC for an hour and I got bored. Yeah, it's not the most interesting DLC, but at least it's better than San Andreas Mercenaries. Hello, Pat and Chat. Just had my first monetized stream. It went well. Thanks to DHC and Melons for participating, and Zom for helping me set up YouTube. Congratulations, Fernando. I'm happy for you. I hope you continue to keep growing. Why do I prefer console over PC? I've just always been like that, playing on my TV with a controller, and just most of my friends are on PlayStation. It's always been like that. Yeah, we haven't had a full heist since 2020. Is there something you don't like about Poland? No. I just haven't been there since 2010. My favorite GTA game, GTA 4. You said in your Mafia, the Old Country trailer reaction, that Northern Italy, Southern Italy, and Sicily are divided. What about Sardinia? Sardinia, you're talking about the big island that's the left side of Italy, that's also part of Italy. I know that Sardinia used to be its own kingdom, you know, hundreds of years ago, but I don't really know much more other than that. I don't know about the relation. I know Sardinia is part of Italy today, but I don't know the relationship between Sardinia and Italy. But I know that the relationship between Sicily and Italy has historically been toxic, very toxic. Okay, here we go. 3 more drops here. Hey Kevin, what's up? A lot of yachts out here today. I think that Mafia the Old Country might have a better story than GTA 6, but GTA 6 is probably gonna have overall better gameplay. Is a nightclub the best passive business for money making? Yeah, because you really don't have to do anything. You don't even have to buy supplies, yeah. Call of Duty Future Warfare. Isn't that the game that got cancelled? GTA 5, I wouldn't say it was a bad story, but it wasn't as good as some of the other games. Like, San Andreas' story is way better than GTA 5's story.
God.
Ow.
Hey, why didn't you look where you were going? Not good. What?
Have I ever met GTA 5 actors? No, I have not.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dinner in prison in Goodfellas or grilled cheese off the radiator while spending 20 years in the can in The Sopranos. You choose dinner in prison in Goodfellas. They actually had really good food, and they were like, they had everything that they wanted. I'm okay. I did do a playthrough Saints Row 3, I just haven't done the DLCs. Do you agree that best characters in any media are characters that you can relate your own struggles to? Not necessarily. It really depends. I would say it really depends on the character. Because, like, for example, I'll give you an example where it went really bad. The developers of the Saints Row reboot, when they were designing the new characters in the Saints Row reboot, they said that they wanted the game to relate to modern-day college kids. That's basically what they were saying, is that they wanted you to be able to relate to the characters, and that backfired really badly, because when you play a game like Saints Row, for example, when I play a game like Saints Row or GTA, I don't want to relate to the main character. I want to play as a criminal. I want to play as a gangster. That's why games like Saints Row and GTA are so popular, is because we get to play as like a gangster. That's something, something that we're not. Something, a lot of times video games are so popular because we get to play as a character that we're not in real life. And so that brings a lot of entertainment. And so, like, when I play a Saints Row game, I expect to, like, play as a gangster. I don't expect to play as, like, a college kid that's, like, having to pay back their student loans. But I will say about this, the developer was saying you're supposed to relate to these characters, but you're not really supposed to relate to criminals. You're not. So it really depends. There are some games where you can relate to the main character, and that's like a good thing. But like other games, it would be a disaster, I would say. It really depends, no. Stupid developers want people to relate to gangsters. Yeah, we're not supposed to relate to gangsters, but it was just... That's a giant theoretical question, Demigod. Fanboys can get really toxic. The difference between a fanboy and a fan is a fanboy will defend the developer game, whatever they're a fanboy of, no matter what, even if they do the stupidest things. Like, can anyone think of an online, of like a character in a game that like related to you, but it was like in a good way? 'Cause I can't really think of one at the moment right now, but I don't know. I guess it just really depends. But thank you for the super chat. No.
It's sale day. Okay, we're throwing this stuff out with the
Wei
trash.
Shen from Sleeping Dogs. I mean, your own personal struggles, like how people love CJ not only because he is cool, but also because people feel like underdogs in their own life. Maybe, in a way. I do know that for like the character of Sweet, for example, like I understood that character, and I kind of like it's not necessarily that I related to Sweet, but it's more about the fact that I understood Sweet. Like I understood his personality. Like people like Sweet, like I know people like Sweet in real life. I've known people like that, and like I'm not talking about like a gangster or a criminal. I'm talking about more that attitude that they have. Because like for example, like let me pull this down a little bit. The character of Sweet, for example, he is just like some of the villagers in Poland. Like there's a lot of villagers that are in my parents' country of Poland that are extremely similar to Sweet, in that they basically believe that if you grow up in the village, you're supposed to live in the village and you're supposed to die in the village. And if you like leave the village, it's like you're betraying the village. You're betraying everybody in the village. You're betraying where you grew up. And there's like really toxic people out there like that. And like CJ was trying to get out of that. He was trying to get out of that environment. What are the conditions like in the villages? Well, now they're better, but like some of these villages back in the day did not even have running water. So it's like, so some of them are, yeah, and I will tell you is, like, the leaders of these villages do, like, nothing to improve the village. Like, they do nothing to actually fix the village to improve living standards. And then, like, when people leave, they just shun them. And they basically act like they're traitors, like they're betraying the village. And there's people, like, in the hood that have that exact same mindset, where they basically think that they do nothing to improve the hood, they do nothing to fix the hood, but then if somebody, like, leaves the hood to try to make a better life for themselves, they basically lash out at them and they act like they're a traitor or something for, like, abandoning the hood. And that's what I'll say about, about that. A 24-hour stream? I don't know if I'll ever do a 24-hour stream. That's not healthy. That poses severe health risks. I think one of the longest streams I did was probably 7 hours. Maybe it was Outlast 2 when I played for Outlast 2. I did an entire playthrough of the game. You're from the hood, that's true? Oh, okay, Christine. So you understand what I'm talking about, then. Oh, I also did, same here from North Jersey. Oh, okay, Railhog Productions, Oh yeah, that was an old one, Perez. Did a 15-hour stream on the cruise shy? That's crazy. Yeah, I would say that CJ doesn't do enough to stand up to Sweet. Yeah, Sweet disapproved the drugs, and I will say another good thing about Sweet is that Sweet would never betray, you know, somebody. So he's never gonna betray his friends. He would rather die in prison than sell out his friends. He's that type of guy, so that he does have that good trait about him. Family ain't who you die with, it's who you die for. Oh, that's a pretty good line. I always thought that was kind of the moral lesson in San Andreas, that your best friends aren't always the people you grew up with. Okay, General, we can do it at the end. I'm doing good, Nathaniel. How are you? Yeah, I do appreciate that about a Franklin, is that Franklin is willing to stand up to Lamar more. Well, I get what you're saying, though, and, I understand, like, relating to a character's personal struggles, too. I think that what most people can relate to is probably betrayal in video games. I think most people can probably relate to that. Even if it's not, like, even if they're not relating directly to the betrayal, it's being betrayed by somebody.
I think I'm gonna pick up smoking.
Whatevs.
Hey, how are you?
You are Nico Bellic, correct? Oh, Dimitri says that. Is there such a thing as a good criminal? No, not really. Is that there's something more honorable criminals do exist, but that's still kind of a rarity. I'm not sure, Omni Kenny, that's still a long way away.
Oh, damn!
I like all your GTA videos. Thank you. The guy who voiced Big Smiley, played Chang Zi in 24. He's a pretty scary, corrupt Chinese official, and he tortured, Bauer in a Chinese prison for nearly 2 years. I haven't seen 24, though. But the politician that scared me the most was always Shang-Chi in Kane and Lynch 2. My parents lived in a town in Mexico before coming to the US, and its town was poor, so my parents had it tough. And did people in that town have that same, like, attitude like Sweet does? Like, where, they basically think that anybody who leaves the town is like a traitor. They think that you're supposed to live in the town and die in the town. A real-life stream? What do you mean, like Conduit? Like, what, just a face cam stream? No, I think you misheard me. No, I got sick from a dust storm in the Midwest, not from Poland. I think you probably misheard me on something, Phoenix. Lynch, no more deals. Well, the thing about that is, do you know what was the most ironic thing about that, about Lynch killing Shang-Chi? You know what's so ironic about that? Is that throughout the series, Kane is always the one who makes the more rational decisions, where Lynch makes the most irrational decisions. But in that instance, Kane was the one who had the irrational mindset, and Lynch was the one that was right. And so, I think Lynch was justified in killing Shang-Chi because he was too dangerous. It's like, no more deals. It's, setup tour? Well, my setup is nothing really impressive, because I'm visiting my family right now, and in my, my office here, there's just my gaming laptop and my webcam, so there's really, I wouldn't say that my, my setup is something amazing. Are dust storms common where you live? Not really common, but they can happen, like, late spring, early summer. Why do you think they didn't use Dave Norton for the update? Because bringing back Dave Norton, they'd have to pay him. But then Rockstar gets, like, these brand new actors, like, these brand new characters that they don't really have to, that they don't pay that much. But, like, Dave Norton was, like, an older GTA actor, the guy who played Dave Norton, and so he's probably going to expect the same pay that he had for playing Dave Norton in the single player. That's probably the main reason. Oh, no.
Okay.
Ugh, great. For people wondering why I'm backing up, it's because backing up, you actually go faster up certain hills than you do going forward. The people in that town didn't have the feeling as Sweet had. Oh, okay, John Perez. Yeah, but it wasn't... Rockstar did actually plan a GTA 5 story mode, but then they abandoned it in favor of GTA Online. I'm not sure on that, Omni Kenny. No, I don't, Kevin. Do I like San Andreas or Vice City more? What makes one better than the other? I like Vice City, for the 80s feel. Kind of like that Scarface feel, the music, and the atmosphere of it, but I also like San Andreas for the map. I think San Andreas is the best map in the series. Are you sick right now? No. I'm fine. How did interaction between Tenpenny and Steve Haynes play out? Oh. I would, I think they would end up killing each other. Was it an allergic reaction by the dust storm? Well, basically, it happened 2 years ago, and I was driving back from my rental property, and as I was driving back, it was like really scary because it was like, I remember it was 4 p.m. and it went from being light outside to almost pitch black. Like I've never seen something like that. I've never seen like it go from light to pitch black like that outside in like, you know, a matter of seconds. I haven't seen that, but it was the big dust storm that came in. It might have actually been a tornado, but it was blowing around a lot of stuff. And the power went out in my town to the intersection. So the intersection power went out, and what happened was everybody was driving like 5 miles per hour for the intersection to not hit each other. And there was like wind and blowing everywhere. It was hard to see. And then when I finally got back to my apartment, what happened was when I was outside for a moment, I must have breathed something in. Because then the next day what happened was I was coughing badly the next day. I wasn't like sick, so it's not like I had a disease or something. It was more like I inhaled something bad, so it was like it was something stuck in my lungs. And what ended up happening was I coughed for like another 2 months. Eventually it like kind of died down and got less and less worse. But I coughed for like 2 months. And that was, yeah, that was a very bad experience. It was very frustrating to record videos because I would be in the middle of recording something and then I would just cough a lung up. It was ridiculous, but I'm healthy, I'm fine now, so that's... Do you believe a criminal can seek redemption even if they commit a horrible crime? It depends on what it is, exactly. Depends on what. If it's murder, I don't think so. So like any kind of murder, I don't think so. I'm all for giving second chances, but there are certain things that are unforgivable. Silicone particles from the dust? Oh. Self-defense murder? There's no such thing as a self-defense murder. Murder is a planned killing. Self-defense is you're defending yourself from somebody. Yeah, I would agree. Rapists and child molesters, they don't deserve a second chance either. There's no forgiveness for that. Self-defense kill? Well, a self-defense kill is not an unspeakable act. You defended yourself. You know, the way, you know, maybe I'm kind of cruel for saying this, but the way I personally have always seen it is if somebody attacks somebody else, like, if somebody, like, breaks into somebody's house, right, and that person shoots them and kills them, the way I've always seen it is that the homeowner didn't kill them. The burglar killed themselves. Because they broke into a home knowing that somebody can possibly kill them. They're committing a crime, invading somebody's house. So really, their own actions have led to their own death. So that's just the way I've always seen it, personally. I don't know, I don't know, maybe that's kind of a cruel thing to say, but that was, like, that's the way I've always seen it, is that if somebody dies in a self-defense situation, it's their own fault. So it's like, they basically killed themselves, because they brought on the violence that caused it. Nobody wants to kill, you know, most rational people don't want to kill anybody, they don't. But it's like, you know, if somebody's threatening somebody and it's an especially deadly situation, it can happen. People are going to defend themselves then. Will I make more videos pissing off the scammers? I do want to do that too. Thoughts on the Angels Boss Dodge Viper I made? Oh, it's really good, DL Gaming. Oh, and right, I'm gonna customize it and I'll have it ready for the next stream on next Sunday. I'm sorry about that. I just had a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm gonna customize it and I'm gonna drive around in the car that you requested. But my friend DL Gaming there, he's making a series on he's making a written series on DeviantArt about street racers, and it's actually pretty long. He's actually put a lot of work into it. But I'm sorry about that, DL Gamer. It just I just had a lot of stuff to do this weekend and I forgot to customize the car. Bro, you speak so much sense, so thank you. I've actually gone after those Bitcoin scammers. I've actually gone after them. If you look, go on my channel and just type in scams on my channel, like when you're searching through my videos, and there's like so many videos where I've just pissed off scammers. But yeah, I will tell you this, well, about the self-defense point you made there. I will tell you this, I have family that live in Europe, and my family members that live in Europe, they have a very different view when it comes to, like, self-defense, and I got into an argument, with some of my family about this before, and basically, one of my family members told me that, like, she was being a bit toxic, and she said that Americans, like, value their property more than human life. And I said to her, no, it's the other way around. And she's like, what do you mean? I said that when a burglar breaks into your house, they are valuing your property more than their own life. And she didn't understand what I was saying by that. But when you really think about that, that's basically what it is burglars are valuing your property more than your own life. Why is it always that, you know, homeowners are always said that, you know, homeowners said that they value their property more than another person's life? Well, if the burglar valued their own life in the first place, they wouldn't be breaking into people's homes and invading people's homes. That's basically what I'll say about that. So, she didn't seem to understand what I meant by that burglars value your property more than their own life, but she was a bit confused by that. But the thing is, though, is I don't understand personally how you can, if somebody breaks into somebody's home, I don't understand how you can personally blame that person who lives in the home for attacking the burglar. I don't understand the reasoning behind that. How you can blame the person for the burglar getting hurt. Because the burglar is the one who initiated the entire confrontation in the first place, because they literally broke into the home. If they hadn't broken into the home, nobody would have gotten hurt. It's like nobody's asking for somebody to break into their house. Nobody wants to shoot anybody. But it's like if somebody's breaking into their house, they have a right to defend their house. Nobody wants to kill somebody, they don't want to do that. But, you know, some crazy person breaks into your house at night. You don't know who that person is. You don't know if they're going to hurt your family, especially. And if you're living there, you know, with your kids, you're going to be even more protective. So like, I don't understand this logic and, like, you know, blaming, like, homeowners for, like, burglars dying. It's like, if that happens, you know, it's just the burglar chose to do that. They chose to break into somebody's home, and that was the result. I'm not encouraging violence or anything like that. What I'm just saying is that literally they break into somebody's home knowing that most about 40 to 50% of all homes in America have at least one gun in them. And, like, you know, especially somebody, like, breaking into, like, a house in, like, a state like Texas, for example, knowing that the homeowner is probably armed, is you're a complete idiot. You should try a voice changer against scammers. I could do that maybe one day, but I don't really need a voice changer because I can put on a lot of different accents myself. My dad had it bad living in that town that every night he would sleep on a concrete floor in his house, and even some nights he had no blanket. Oh, I'm sorry about what your dad went through. But your dad has a better life now? Is everything going good now? Do I invest in the stock market? I have not touched the stock market in like over a year. Are you cosplaying the dude from Watch Dogs? No, I'm just cosplaying my own GTA Online character right now. The new gun in GTA on 5 is not all that it's not. What, you mean it's not as good as people thought it was gonna be? Okay, Orion. Hello, Stefan. Everything is going good now since you came to America. That's good. Which is the worst category? Murderers, scammers, or burglars? Murderers, because they killed somebody. If somebody invades my home, then they are a threat to my family, and if I need to use force to remove them, I'm justified in doing so. Yep. And, you know, that's, you know, I agree with that 100%. like I said, I don't understand this reasoning on wanting to, like, I don't understand this reasoning in blaming homeowners for, like, burglars getting hurt. Like, I don't understand that reasoning. And I personally, I don't understand how, in a lot of countries in America, people don't understand how lucky we are in America to have a lot of castle doctrine laws, which are laws to defend your home. A lot of countries in the world is that you don't have that right to defend your home. So, like, if somebody breaks into your house, you have an obligation to flee. You have to try to run away. And even if you can't run away, even if you have to defend yourself, it can still be a very gray area and you can get arrested for it. So that's basically what I'll say about that, is that a lot of countries in the world, you can get arrested for defending your home. Oh, I missed your super chat. I'm sorry, Mr. Jesus. Let me check. How about planning to assassinate an evil leader like Hitler, for example? Does it still count as murder? No, because murder is more like murder is more of like something like cold-blooded. Murder is generally like a bad thing. It's not. There's never like a murder where it's like used in a good sense. So, like, you know, killing somebody like Hitler, for example, that's not, I would not classify that as murder. I would classify that as more of, like, justice. Like, you know, killing, like, you know, evil man like Hitler. So that's what I'll say about that. Thank you, Mr. Jesus. Hello, Ryu. Yeah, I know that a lot of, burglars play stops games and win stupid prizes. Yeah, that is an American saying. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It means you do something stupid, you pay the consequences. There was, I will tell you guys this story. There was this Australian guy I talked to a long time ago. Like, this has have to be probably, like, more than 10 years ago. It was on, it was on PS3, I believe, even. But, basically, we were actually chatting a bit about self-defense laws. And, he actually told me that when this guy was at a party once, so I don't know how true this is, I'm just going based off what this guy said. But he told me that he was at a party, this is in Australia, and some drunk guy at the party pushed him down a flight of stairs, and then went down the stairs and started attacking him when he was on the ground. And he said that he got up, knocked the guy out, like, threw the guy against the wall and knocked him out, like, just punched him right in the face and knocked the guy out. And what ended up happening is he got arrested for that. So he got arrested for punching the guy that literally threw him down a flight of stairs and was on top of him. And according to this guy, when he went up in front of the judge told him that self-defense is not a legitimate excuse, and that he should have tried to flee. He should have tried to flee. The second he got knocked down the stairs, the judge was like, "You should have tried to run away." And that's based. And what ended up happening, he didn't get any jail time, but he got probation. So he got put on probation. That is, I don't know how true the story is. This is just what some random Australian guy told me on PlayStation years ago. But that is, that's ridiculous. The fact that you would get arrested for defending yourself against something like that, that's stupid. McDonald's worker that turned a simple paycheck into 3 felonies? What? You gotta explain this more. What? Endia Meons? Who's that? What kind of GTA 6 video? Midwest body cam. I've seen a few of that videos on that channel before. About the healthcare CEO, I don't condone any kind of violence. The only thing I'm gonna say about that is that people have been this hatred for insurance companies did not just come out of nowhere. It didn't just come out with this random guy that just went crazy and decided to assassinate this guy. Like there are so many people that have died because they have not been able to get insurance coverage. So like a lot of these insurance companies, they will do everything in their power to like deny claims as much as possible. And like this guy has some kind of issues, but this guy snapped. I'm not condoning it. I'm not justifying what he did. I don't support any kind of violence. The only thing I'm saying about it is that a lot of insurance companies have denied so many claims, and so many people have gotten sick, worse, or died. And that's why a lot of people, the reaction the internet has been giving out. The shooter was not a customer? Oh, well, I don't know then, but... This guy got fired from McDonald's and turned up to get his paycheck and refused to leave? What? What do you think about Alejo Garza Temez, the Mexican rancher who refused to hand over his ranch to the cartel and single-handedly repelled the cartel siege at the cost of his life? Wasn't that the guy who fired a bolt-action rifle at them? I think that's the guy. He was an old man, right? But that was, that guy died a hero. But yeah, about the insurance stuff, like I said, you can't go and murder somebody. You can't do something like that. It's wrong. So I don't condone violence, but the only thing I'm saying about this is that there's a big hatred for insurance companies because a lot of these insurance companies are just so greedy, and these guys don't care at all about their customers. They don't care at all about the patients. They will do everything in their power to deny claims. So I understand the hate towards insurance companies. I just don't support violence. How are you liking Yakuza 0 so far? I like it, yep. How come every time I come to this chat, I see people talk about the Civil War and the Chinese and Russian wars? I don't know. People. I don't control. People ask me. The person that I was talking about is I was talking about Al-Jolani, who is he's the new leader of Syria. And he is a former Al-Qaeda member. So a former Al-Qaeda member is now the leader of Syria. I don't trust that guy at all, by the way. I do not trust him. I trust him zero. Zero. We're gonna do a charity stream on Christmas, on Christmas Eve. There was this store owner in New York who defended his store against a robber with a shotgun, and ended up facing more repercussions than the robber. What? When did this happen? No, thank you for the super chat. I will tell you this though, like a year ago, I think. I didn't hear about this one, but like I'm not an expert, guys. I don't know what the solution to healthcare is, so you know, don't ask me that. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I have very strong libertarian views, and even I think that there should be some kind of regulation on healthcare. Like I don't know what it should be. Maybe you know, the way I see it personally is there should be a law, some kind of law in place that if you are denied an insurance coverage claim, they have to refund you the money you paid. Because, like, you pay for a service, and so you expect to get coverage when you pay for a service. And so if they're not going to honor the agreement, they should return your money. That's how it should be. Oh, I'm sorry, I just hit somebody here. They don't give your money back? No, a lot of insurance companies don't. They'll deny your claim, and then they won't give you a refund. Why is this legal? Because of insurance companies lobbying. Yeah, the problem with healthcare in America, it's not that we have bad treatments. We have the best treatments in the world. It's the problem is that it's so overpriced, and it's just way too expensive. It's ridiculous. I heard a lot of Americans go overseas for treatment, well, but it's not. They go overseas for treatment not necessarily because it's not necessarily because of the options are different, but it's because treatment is more affordable in a lot of other countries too. How do you deal with a hospital bill in the U.S. if you don't have health care? You mean insurance, but you're gonna have to pay it cash. You're gonna have to pay it off, and you're gonna get into and the hospital is gonna put you in debt. Getting a consult from a clinic is $95 without insurance, not including any tests. Something has to change. Yeah, I would agree. Something does have to change. I don't know what the solution is. So it's like I said, is I don't support any kind of violence. I don't support anybody killing anybody. The only thing I'm going to say about this is that I understand why people are pissed off about insurance companies. I know why people are pissed off, and I know and I understand why people are giving the reaction that they're giving online to the killing. Because a lot of people have been victims of insurance companies. Millions of people are victims of insurance companies, and so I understand why people are angry. Your character's outfit is fire. Thank you. The Torsi crime family, okay. Sure, Gunner. How so? I never liked TikTok. Let me look at your comment, Zach. I'm not gonna get into that, Zach. I just read your question. I'm not an expert. Who's not gonna get into that? Oh no, do we have the weapon shipments glitch? Oh, we do. Oh, great. This is I haven't seen this glitch in probably like a year or two. Like it's been some time since I've seen this glitch. But this is basically a glitch where you cannot deliver no matter what. So it's permanently glitched now. Even when the host leaves, the host has left, it's still gonna say weapon shipments in the bottom corner. I use mainly Skype, Gunner. Do you have Twitter? Oh. What's the name of the video, Mr. Hopkins? How many cosplays do you have? Probably like 50 at this point. Well, I will say Orion is you know, people some people can be like very like you know some people can just go crazy on the internet. That's what I'll say about that. There was a guy who gave me like a $10 donation like 2 or 3 months ago on a GTA stream, and he was asking me whose side am I on in the Israel-Palestine conflict, and I told him that I'm not on anyone's side. I don't support Israel, I don't support Palestine, I'm just on the side of peace. I just want the violence and the killing to end. That's it. And then what ended up happening is he gave me another $10 donation, which I appreciated, but then he said to me that by not picking a side, I am picking a side, and I'm supporting violence and war. And I was like, what are you talking about? It was like, it was just, he was just freaking out over that. Like, I literally said I'm not on anyone's side, I just want peace, and he was getting all pissed off at me about that. So, like, I don't get it personally. Great, this is glitched, this mission is glitched here. They haven't seen their parents in 2 decades. Oh. Well, I guess it's their choice. They want to be closer to their family. I remember that super chat. That was an answer. Just not the answer he wanted, yeah. That whole interaction made me chuckle. Were you there when that happened, JD2? I know Fernando was there, but... yeah, we're stuck here. General, can you invite me to your heist? I wonder if me killing my character is even gonna fix this glitch. This is a... I don't think it is. Hey Keyshawn, what's up, man? Oh, it's still the weapon shipments glitch is still there. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you have to switch lobbies to fix this glitch.
Lucinda, what's up, homegirl?
Okay, does anybody... Let me, Then let me help somebody with a casino heist, and I'll just help you with your Cayo Perico heist afterwards, General. Does anybody have a Cayo Perico heist they can invite me to? Does anybody need help with one? Or a casino heist? It doesn't matter. Casino heist or Cayo Perico heist. Does anybody have a heist that they want me to help with? Just invite me and I'll help you with your heist. No, I haven't really played any superhero games. The Hunt for Red October. Isn't that the movie with, Sean Connery? It's like a submarine movie. Pro, have I ever felt buyer's remorse? Buyer's remorse, that's when you buy something and you regret it, right? Let me think. For when it comes to video games, any kind of video game that I've bought in like years, no, I've never felt any buyer's remorse because of the fact that even when I buy bad games, I buy them to review them. We got some buyer's remorse over here. That's in Hood Safari. I remember that mission. Okay, hold on a second. I think I'm gonna have to create a new session. I'm glitched here. I'm glitched. Yeah. Anybody who needs help with a casino heist, send me an invite. I can help you out. Yeah, I know. GTA 4 was supposed to include Long Island as well, but and upstate New York, but they didn't include it. What is the lowest income needed to live a full year with cheap living standards? It depends on really where you live. I think the cheapest state in America to live in, I think it's either Alabama or Mississippi. I think it's either Alabama or Mississippi, the cheapest state in the country to live in. But at the same time, as people in those states don't make as much money as in some of the northern states, so you also have to factor that in too. But it's is it Missouri? Is it? I don't know. Anybody need help with a heist? Send me an invite. I can help you with a heist if you need help with it. New York is probably the most expensive state in the New York is probably the most expensive state in the country.
What? Am I invisible or something?
It is Mississippi, so I was right. So I called it then. It was Mississippi. I will also say this. Do you know what tax exists that is literally hurting so many people that people don't talk about? The one tax that really hurts people that politicians rarely talk about is property taxes. Property taxes are one of the biggest hurters of wealth, and people lose their homes because of property taxes. So property taxes are ridiculous. I've never liked the idea of property taxes. I think that property taxes are stupid. And honestly speaking, I think that in my personal opinion, I think that property taxes are anti-American. And I think they're anti-American because the idea of America is you own your own house, you own your own property, and you try to live the dream. But this idea that you have to pay the government rent, 2 times a year, with property tax, it's just ridiculous. So that's why I've never liked property tax. It's like you don't own your own land. Like, if you don't pay the property tax, the government's going to take your land from you. So that's what I'll say about property tax. I've never liked it. I think that it's stupid because it's just it's you basically paying rent to the government. That's why I've never liked it. And I will also say another thing about it is my parents' house in New York. So my parents live in like a 1950s 4-bedroom house. They don't live in a mansion. They don't live in a palace. They live in a 1950s 4-bedroom house. And my parents' house in New York, do you know what the property tax on that house is? It's $18,000 a year. $18,000 a year. And my parents are working class people. My dad's retired. My mom is a cleaner in Manhattan. So my parents are working class people. And imagine how what that tax is doing to them. I help my parents out. So I help my parents out with their any financial assistance my parents need. I always help them out. What I'm saying is that tax is destroying my parents' retirement. It is. And the thing is, when my mom retires, that property tax, that $18,000 property tax, is going to destroy her retirement. And my mom wants to get out of New York. She wants to move out. She's moving out. My mom is moving to Las Vegas in like 2 years. That's where she wants to retire to. But that's like, I will say though, is that property tax is just ridiculous in New York. It's too much. It's ridiculous. Let me help Fernando. I'll help you with your heist, Fernando. But property tax is just ridiculous. $18,000 a year, property tax. And here's the thing about this. This is what some channels are not talking about. They aren't talking about this at all. Fernando, let's see if me and you can do it together. Is it gold? I think we can just do it, me and you, together, and we can just steal as much as possible. I will say this about the property taxes. Is that whenever I watch, when I watch videos on YouTube, whenever I watch videos on YouTube, why is rent so high? Why is rent so high? I always come up, videos... Oh, artwork, me and you can do that together, Fernando. Let's just do it, us two. Whenever I watch those videos on YouTube, why rent is so high, people say it's inflation, it's the value of the land, that it's like people in cities are all trying to live in the same area, so it's competition. But whenever I watch these videos, people don't bring up property taxes. I don't know why these YouTubers don't bring up property taxes as being one of the reasons that rent is so high, because property tax has a direct effect on rent. If you just look at states where property taxes are very low, and then compare it to states where property taxes are very high, and the states that have very high property taxes are always going to have higher rent. There's a correlation between it. It's always going to happen. Because the thing is, though, is that the landlord is not going to rent out their house for a lower rate if the property tax is too much. So that's, and I'm a landlord. I own 2 rental properties. So I'll tell you, the property tax does have an effect on that. And my parents' house, the $18,000 a year, I looked up what the average rent is in the neighborhood for houses that are basically similar to my parents' house. I was just curious. And the average rent is going to be $5,000 to $6,000 on a house in this neighborhood where my parents live. So between $5,000 to $6,000 for the rent. And think about it this way. If there was no property tax, let's just say that there was no property tax, that the property tax rate was 0, right? If there was no property tax whatsoever, if my parents moved out, right? And we wanted to do something different with this house, and we wanted to rent out the house, what I could do is I could rent out the house for $3,000 a month instead of renting out for $6,000, which is the average rate, because there's no $18,000 property tax. So what would happen is all the other landlords in the area would have to compete with me. And I would get instant tenants. And then other people would do the exact same thing. They would lower their rent. And it would just... So that's what I'll say about it, is that property taxes have a direct effect on the rent. And they are destroying they're destroying wealth, but they're also affecting renters, tenants. They're affecting tenants' rental rates. And I will also tell you another really stupid thing, I'll tell you guys, is that a lot of states have it where if you have a rental property, other states will actually charge you more in property taxes if you are renting out a house. So if you own a house and you're renting out the house, a lot of states, what they're going to do is they're going to charge you even higher on the property tax. And that's stupid, because that's not going to... How the government basically sees it, the government says, oh, you're renting out this house? You're using this house as a business? We want our cut. That's basically how the government is. Like, you're renting out this house, you're making money from this house, but we want our cut from the government. That's how the government is. And so they're gonna charge you a higher, like, property tax because you're renting out the house. And the government is able to easily figure out that you're renting out a property, because if you do not register the property as owner occupied, it's not owner occupied, they're gonna know that you're renting out the house. So that's how they're gonna increase the property tax on you, which is just ridiculous. But I will say this also: when states put a higher property tax on landlords, that property tax is just put onto the tenant. So what the landlord does is the landlord just increases the tenant's rent. I don't do that. So I haven't raised rent even during inflation. So that's what I'll say about it, is that it's just the property tax is just a massive killer of wealth, and I think it should just be abolished. I don't think it should exist. There are countries out there that have no property tax. There are countries that exist with no property tax. There's not that many, but there are.
Here we go. I'd been hoping you'd go for the dramatic option, and you didn't disappoint. Tunneling right under the vault without triggering their seismometers wasn't easy or cheap, but neither are we. Are we, huh? Okay. Now you're one well-placed explosive away from walking right into their inner sanctum and right back out again.
I will play Spider-Man 1, yes. I just don't know when I'll get to it, but I'll play it.
To shoot on sight, because you're about to get a all right, everyone, head into the tunnel, and we're just a medium-sized explosion away from the vault.
Wait, what's your question, Dana? Carbon taxes are ridiculous as well, yes.
The wall is only a few inches thick at that point. Plant the explosive and let her rip. And that is what we in the business call a goddamn entrance. Now get working on those guards. Shit, cave in. Looks like we're gonna have to improvise another way out of there for you.
Okay, let's go here.
The system here uses a two-man rule. You'll need to scan the vault access cards simultaneously.
Swipe.
Now everyone get through the man trap. Down the corridor.
Gumshoe, well, I know he's gonna be in Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations. Chicken tax? What's that?
Happy days. Make sure you plant them on both sides of the door. Let's only do this once. Okay, now it's a big door, so don't be stingy with the explosives. And get clear before you push the button.
I'm getting everything on the left side.
And we are in! As of now, a little time is a lot of money, people! See the artwork? It's worth more than its weight in gold. Cut it out of the frame and pack it up. I'll keep you updated on the gas, or more precisely, the excruciating and irreversible nerve agent. There's only so long our hacking team can delay it. And trust me, when that timer runs out, you're gonna want to be long gone. There's a set of lockboxes in here. Drill them if you've got the time, but I can't promise you...
I wish that you could... I really wish that you could drill while this is, that you could like drill and like loot while you're planting stuff. I really wish you could do that. The reason I run and put these on is because like in the meantime I can just run to like another door and get ready to put it on. But like, look at this. This is stupid. I cannot cut out the painting until that charge finishes. It's stupid, but. Okay, he's got that. Okay.
There's still some rich pickings in there. Seconds left. Don't dawdle. Gas incoming. 10 seconds.
Okay. Getting out of here now. Okay, swipe.
You'll need to sync your keycard swipes on the way out too.
Okay, there we go. Nice work. Yeah, I'm playing on PS5. Oh, look at that. 2,666,000. Isn't that a nice number? It's a... That's a bad luck number. Guys, get in the elevator and let's go to the,
Drop him back.
I got your bullet all lined up.
Can I get some cover?
The chicken tax is basically a way to force other countries to pay higher taxes to sell products in the US.
Say what now?
Do you think it's possible to beat the aggressive heist while taking damage? Sure, but very hard.
You know what they say? In the event of emergency, leave all valuables behind.
Guys, let's go to the roof.
Oh well, never mind.
You piece of shit. Crap.
An aggressive roof is better. Damn, die.
Home stretch. I feel so alive. Whew. I even think my eczema's clearing up.
If you're ever doing aggressive heist, roof is always the best way to escape. I did that in my aggressive money guide. I was like the only YouTuber that was like saying roof approach is better on aggressive. I don't know why so many people are against going on the roof, but the reason roof is better for aggressive is because you just snipe all the cops that are down the street. That's it. What was your question? Well, were you trying to ask me, Dana, something? Oh, and it's the guy who runs the UFC fights. He's in chat.
welfare trash. Fudge.
Crap!
Oh,
Damn, okay. Run across the parking lot. Yep. I don't know why people don't do the roof approach more on an aggressive, or escape from the roof, I mean. Oh, crap. Okay, we're gonna need transport. Okay. Oh, crap. Go down the street. Careful to shoot the tires. Everyone in, now. Thoughts on Dark Viper AU? He's a good guy. He's one of my friends. I talked to him before. No, I'm not recording, I'm streaming. That cop helicopter is going to be a problem. Oh, there's a cop car behind me up over here, too? That cop car is becoming a problem. Come on. I keep pushing the record record button. It's the double. I'm not trying to record. It's just because when you look at the map like this, like sometimes like it just starts recording, and I hate that. Finally. Finally losing the cops. Crap, helicopter over there now, too. Hold map button and hit X. Thank you, dude. That's been pissing me off. Thank you. 2 miles. Here we go.
We are seconds away from the history books, my friends. I wasn't sure I should come out of retirement, but professionally at least, it looks like a good goal. Yeah? Now, did someone say tequila? Almost there. Find the buyer, and this is a done deal.
General, have your Cayo Perico heist ready. I'll help you. Oh, hey, Zomb. Yeah, it was fun. Is this a new map? No, it's the aggressive approach. People don't really do the aggressive approach as often. Okay, here we go. Wait, sing tasty banana? Wait, what? What's that? Any advice for new streamers? The best advice that I can give you as a streamer, use a webcam. People like seeing the person that's playing the game. Second thing is read comments. Read as many comments as you can. I can't read every comment because there's so many, but try your best to read as many comments as you can because people really appreciate that when you read their comments. I bet you're appreciating it when I'm reading your comment right now. So it's like that's my secret to my channel. People ask me a lot of times. It's like, 51 seconds. People ask me all the time, how do your streams get so popular? And the simple answer is I just read comments. Oh, 80 headshots. We weren't going to get that, but I just read comments, and people like that. So I don't put on a personality. I don't pretend to be funny. I read comments. I commentate on things, and just people ask me stuff. I read as many comments as I can, and people like that. A lot of people don't even watch my streams for the games I play. They just watch my streams just to hear me comment on things and answer questions. Oh, wait, I gotta, copyright. Ending me on this video. Okay. I'll probably look into that. General, can you invite me?
We got an opportunity, boss.
No. No opportunity. I don't know. Maybe, Dana. I don't know, but it's, in here for this. General, you can invite me to your, Cayo Perico heist? You need help with one, right? Everything all set now? Wait, what, General? Okay, there we go. We help him out with that heist. Well, Sinister Grin, there are streamers that don't have webcams that are also successful, but having a webcam always helps. What camera do you use for your videos when you do playthroughs? Do you guys like the quality of this camera that I'm using? Do you like this camera that I have on here? It's okay, okay. I'm using a Logitech camera. Okay. General, maybe we can do this, me and you, too. It depends how many people you want on this heist, but the more people you have on Cayo Perico, the harder it gets. I'm just letting you know. This camera is blurry? Is it? On my end, it's, Hey, Professional, when people say isolation, they mean they want America not to get involved with other countries. I will tell you this about that, is that is, I don't know if you're saying it or, you know, who is saying it, Francisco, but it's misinformation. That word, when people use the word isolationism, it's misinformation. Most of the time it is misinformation. What basically people are doing is, whenever they say, oh, you know, we don't want America to be isolationist, when they're saying that, they are basically trying to justify world police. And if anybody criticizes world police, if anybody criticizes, like, constant interventionism, they will basically bring that up and they'll say, oh, it's, you know, isolationism. But that's not isolationism. There is plenty of non-interventionist countries around this world. Like, you know, Switzerland, for example, is a non-interventionist country. But is Switzerland an isolationist country? I don't think so. There's only one isolationist country on this planet. Only one. And does anybody know what the only isolationist country on this planet is? There's only one. That truly is isolationist. Let me, and I'm ready whenever you are here, General. Yes, North Korea, you guys got it right. North Korea is the only isolationist country in the world. Because to be an isolationist country, it means you don't interact with other countries at all. You don't talk to other countries, you don't trade with other countries, you don't sell other countries' stuff, you don't buy from other countries, you don't interact at all with other countries. But just, there's a difference between non-interventionist and isolationist. And the difference is, like I said, isolationist means you don't talk to anybody. Non-interventionist means that you don't get involved with other countries' affairs. So if other countries have something going on, if they're dealing with other problems, you're basically going to say, it's not my problem, I'm not getting involved, you deal with your own problems. I'll trade with you, I'll sell you stuff, I'll buy stuff from you, but I'm not getting involved in your personal problems. That's what non-interventionism is. So if America was a non-interventionist country, it doesn't mean that America would be an isolationist country. All it basically means is that America would not be getting involved in other countries' affairs. That's it. So the thing I'm telling you, Francisco, is don't listen to the people who say that non-interventionism is isolationism, because it's just misinformation. They're just spreading around false information. They're just trying to justify world police, and you know, America has been doing world police for decades and it has not worked that well. So that's what I'll say about it. So just don't listen to that when people say that.
Okay, next stop, maintenance.
I've had this camera for, you know, years. I might be able, you know, maybe I'll switch it up this year and get like a new webcam, but I've never really had anybody complain about this camera. Like, I haven't at least seen comments of people pissed off about this webcam, so I've just always continued using it. But if people really want me to get a better camera, I can. Do you understand what I mean, Francisco, by the way? Are you still here? I know isolation is bad, but people have different meanings for it. Well, there really isn't a different meaning for it. It's I would call it what it is. Non-interventionism is just not getting involved in other countries' affairs. Isolationism means you don't talk to anybody, you don't interact with anybody. So like, it's like the people like Switzerland, for example, is a non-interventionist country. Switzerland is not an isolationist country by any means. Switzerland deals with financially with so many countries around the world. North Korean troops were found recently in Ukraine. They were killed in action. Yep. That is true, Amateur. North Korea is the closest thing to an isolationist country, though. Thank you, Amateur, for the super chat.
Watch out for the Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Then
your camera looks good. Thank you.
No matter what you are wearing.
There we go, that's what I needed.
Sigue por ahí. Todavía no ha terminado. Seguro viene luego.
Hang on, the Juggernaut. Is that the Juggernaut right there? Oh wait, it's not the Juggernaut. Okay. I'm getting it mixed up right now. I thought that one was the Juggernaut for a moment here. What would you tell if somebody who's afraid of doing YouTube? I would say is just do what it's not that scary doing YouTube. And I will tell you guys something. If I have, how many people do I have watching the stream right now? I have about 500 people watching right now, it says. So look, if I had to do public speaking right now, if I had to speak in front of 500 of you guys in an audience, I would be nervous. Very nervous. But just doing YouTube and just speaking to 500 of you guys right now, like this, it doesn't make me nervous. It's just a different atmosphere. I guess it's because I'm at home, I'm, I'm playing a game that I enjoy, I'm used to this. So it's, that's what I say is that doing YouTube is nowhere near as scary as, like, doing public speaking. So that's, what does that mask represent? What mask? Oh, this one that I'm wearing? It's just a skull mask. It doesn't represent really anything. It was just a mask that I had, for my GT Online character. Is Panau from Just Cause 2 a parody of North Korea in a way? A little bit, yeah. I think Panau is a parody off of North Korea and the Vietnamese government. Because Panau, I think, is a Southeast Asian country, too. I'm gonna do a lore video on the Russian Mafia in San Andreas. This one, I actually don't remember where I have this mask. I don't remember where I have this mask from. I've had this mask for years, so, like, I don't even remember where I got it from. I've had it for years. Panau language is a mix of Indonesian, Malay, and Tamil. Oh, okay. When I'm on your stream, Pro, feels like I'm sitting with a friend. Oh, okay. I appreciate that, Jordan. Thank you, man. Pat, I sent you a message on PSN when you have time, YouTube. It's the same as PSN. Okay. Thank you, Raccoon, for the super chat. Michael, is everything going good with the hacks? I've seen the Twin Towers in Max Payne 1, yes. Do people call you cringe? Yes, people have called me cringe before. I think everybody's been called cringe, but... Next Yakuza video will be tomorrow. Oh, I can actually do a video on that, showing my outfits one day in the wardrobe. I feel like I've screwed up in the sense that I make GTA 5 videos and they get 60 views a day, which is good, but I post Spider-Man 2 videos and they get around 4,000 views a day. I've put myself in a corner. Are you known for doing mostly Spider-Man content? That's what it might be, and that your subscribers might be used to you doing primarily Spider-Man and they might not be used to GTA. That's very hard to get out of that thing, but it's not impossible to get out. It was like that on my channel, is that back in the day, if I played like any any game beside GTA, like if I did a GTA video back in the day, I get like 100,000 views in like a week on that video. But what happens is if I played any other game beside GTA, I would get like maybe like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views on the video in like a week. It was very little compared to like the GTA videos, which is still a lot of few thousand views, but you know, compared to the GTA content, it was a lot less. And what I kept doing is I didn't give up on it. I kept doing like other games, playing other content, and now like no matter what game I play, whenever I do a playthrough, most of my playthrough parts get around 10,000 views each, which is really good. So it's like it gets more people have found me through playthroughs, and they know me through playthroughs and not just GTA. So that's also helped the channel grow. Michael, could I do the hack if you're okay with that? Oh, we got it, okay.
Good. We made it again.
Okay. Open this here. Enter it. What's in here? Okay, this. Did Kyle get buffed? Not really, no. I'll see you, Francisco.
You have good taste in things to steal.
Okay, General, don't take the target loot yet, because if you take the target loot, it's gonna spawn all the enemies.
You have cracked it? The vault must be close.
Okay,
So,
oh, we don't have the key here.
you would have thought Mr. Rubio would learn not to trust his safe, huh?
Okay, we're gonna have to leave now then. We can't really go for any loot because we're gonna get caught. We're gonna have to leave.
Another way out.
Just leave because the guards are gonna see the bodies. We just gotta get out of here quick. The guards are gonna see one of the bodies soon.
Extra guards just arrived. Be careful. If you see anything you like on the way out, do not be shy. Help yourself.
Oh, crap. Go, just go, 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 go. Just go. Hit it, General, hit it, please. Yep, okay, there we go. Why do I hate Bobby from The Sopranos, and why did Johnny... It's not that I hate Bobby from The Sopranos, but what I will say about Bobby is that, it's not that I hate Bobby, it's that I pretty much lost all respect for him after he killed that guy for Tony. Because he was like the guy who wasn't really that bad of a guy ever in the group. But then after Tony basically forced him to, you know, kill that guy, that was like... That was such a bad thing. So I didn't really have sympathy for that character anymore. He sucker punched Tony, he could have died. Yeah, but to be fair, Tony brought that on himself. He kind of started that fight, but then Tony was so pissed about that he basically made Bobby kill that guy. Why did Johnny not snitch out Polly? Because he has an inside man in the Soprano family, and two, because it would still drive Tony mad. knowing about the snitch in the family, knowing that somebody was like a snitch, it would drive Tony mad.
By the sounds of it, Mr. Rubio is getting back in
I will
his
play
head.
Dead Rising 2 off the record. It's a Mafia character in The Sopranos, Ricky.
Rubio's heading back. You got there. Now, we wait for everyone else to catch up. The whole crew across the line. Very good.
Bobby can't be blamed. He still did it. That's what I was saying, is that you can't... It's just you gotta understand that all these guys in The Sopranos, these guys are cold-blooded killers, too. Well, the reason... I'll tell you the reason for that, Jay. The reason that I don't do Sopranos lore videos is because the copyright is so ridiculous on YouTube. Is that if I had to, like, include clips, like, I would have to include clips and, like, show, like, how characters are saying. Like, YouTube does not respect, fair use at all. And so, like, these companies, whoever owns The Sopranos, are gonna copyright me to hell. And I actually tried to make a Sopranos lore video once in the past. I actually do kind of have one. There's a video on my channel, it's like top 5 movies and TV shows to watch if you like GTA. And in that I included The Sopranos. And when I included the Sopranos part, I had to, like, edit clips together, and I had to, like, cut off 10 seconds from one clip, and then, like, put in random 10 seconds from another clip, because the copyright was just so ridiculous, and I was constantly getting copyright claimed over the Sopranos clips, and I was doing commentary over them, even though I was doing commentary and stuff. So that's the reason that, that's the reason I can't, that's the reason I don't really do, you know, lore content on, like, movies and TV shows, because the copyright is just so ridiculous. What's the worst thing a character has done in The Sopranos? The worst thing a character has done in The Sopranos. Maybe Ralph beating Tracy to death. Yeah, that might have been the worst one. He beat a pregnant woman to death. That might have been the worst thing a character did on that show. Do you even know Pierre Kino? Because he reminds me of you. No, I don't. Oh my god, the jogger. You gotta look where you're going. Who killed Tony Soprano, we really don't know. Some people believe it was Butch, some people believe it was Patsy. But, I guess I'll probably be wrapping up the stream here, guys. I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm kind of hungry. But I will answer any questions you guys have, so if anybody wants to ask me any questions before I go, I'll answer your questions. Anybody want to ask me anything here before I go? Top 5 Christmas movies. I think my favorite Christmas movie of all time, it had to probably be Home Alone. I don't know that many other Christmas movies, though. I can help you next time, Excalibur. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go have some food soon. Top 5 best GTA missions. Best mission in San Andreas is End of the Line. Best mission in GTA 4 is 4-leaf or 3-leaf clover. Best mission in Vice City would have to be probably that one mission for Diaz when you're in the helicopter and you're shooting all the guys on the Prawn Island. For GTA 3, best mission in GTA 3 would have to probably be the final one, the Exchange. Best mission in Liberty City Stories, the Portland Chainsaw Massacre. The best mission in Vice City Stories, the mission when you steal the trucks and Martinez tries to blow you up with the helicopter. That mission, when you steal them. Best mission in GTA 5, Minor Turbulence, I would say my favorite one. Chinatown Wars, the best mission in Chinatown Wars. Maybe the last one. Yeah. How do you know so much about gangster history? I actually don't know that much about gangster history as you think I do. I know about when it comes to like Al Capone and Johnny Torrio and like Dino Bannion. I know the Prohibition guys in Chicago. Like I know their history, but I don't really know a lot of the other gangsters' history though. I do know how the Mafia works in a way, like that I do know, and so like I can make like lore videos and like Made Men and stuff like that, but I'm not an expert. Any book recommendations? No, I haven't read a book in years, I think. I never played GTA 2. One day I'll play it. Franklin was an interesting character. He wanted to get out of, like, the hood and, like, make something of himself, but I wish there would have been more, like, you know, gangster, like, missions with, like, Franklin. I wish there would have been more, though. Is Jackie Aprile the only true friend that Tony had? No, probably Artie. Artie's probably the only friend Tony has. What the hell was that? What the? NPC driving. Well, Hedge was Tony's friend, but Tony ruined that relationship. But I guess I will be going here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the stream, do drop a like, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.